Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just What I Am Playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we did some job quests, and in this episode we're gonna go and do even more job quests. And then I guess like the first one in the Heavensward expansion. The level 51s, basically. You have astonishing timing, Lyn. Would you believe that I meant to send for you this very bell? Surito Karito has summoned us by both by name. His missive was unclear as to why he needs us, but when a living scholar calls, we can scarce dismiss him. Just imagine the sorts of things we might learn from him: the military tactics, the Nimian secrets. Come, my friends, let us make for the shores of Bronze Lake, where Surito Karito and untold knowledge await. Thank you for coming. I hope your journey was not too taxing. Not at all. Both Lyn and I are ready and willing to help. But pray tell, why have you summoned us? Allow me to start at the beginning. After that's not confusing at all. After Lily freed my heart, I returned to my people. For the first time in an age, I was myself. And I was not alone for long. Many of my kin regained their sanity once the palace was freed of the Tomberry King's malignance? I don't know. Though our minds were our own, our forms remained monstrous, and we dared not venture outside. Yet within our halls we were content with our own company and a quiet life. But it did not last. One by one we began to grow ill again, and then grotesque. The sickness that transformed us into Tomberries has returned. What? Are you certain? Beyond all that, 1500 years passed. Powerful magics were used to seal us in the palace alongside the sickness. Yet even these could not withstand the calamity. As we arose from our long slumber, the sickness awoke within us. As a scholar, I must see my people restored in mind and body both, but finding a cure will take many months, perhaps even years, and that is time they do not have. Yet I presume you will not sit idly while their condition worsens. This is why you summoned us, is it not? Just so. I plan to seal the worst afflicted within a section of the palace. There they will slumber once more. This itself is no cure, but it will afford me the time I so desperately need to find a permanent solution. Now, as for the seal itself, an enchantment of this nature is not unlike a net. It is anchored at several points, and if not laid down in perfect balance, the magics will falter. In order to accomplish this balance, my people created keystones to focus and disperse ether. It is these keystones that I have need of, but I dare not seek them out myself for fear of being hunted. Then we will gather them in your stead. It is we, is it not, Lyn? Thank you both. The original enchantment encircled this island, and 2 of the keystones should be somewhere along the banks. If you search the shores, I have no doubt you will find them. Off we go. Apparently we need to go over there, alright. The Green Death. Death by being green. Yep. Sure hope nothing attacks me over here. Oh no! Guardian of Nim. As I use my skills, which I'm not supposed to have at this point. There we go. Yoink. And then back to this boy. Back to our green boy. Damn, boy. He green. Boy. Right. This song is driving me nuts. This particular introduction to the song is infuriating. As you search for keystones, bone fruit. One of the 3 keystones used to seal the Wondrous Palace. Yes, there can be no mistaking these runes. I have it. Phew. That was a pitched battle, I tell you. The keystone was in clutches of an arachnite. Arachnite, yes, and an ill-tempered one at that. That explains the distinctive odor. But the ruins leave no doubt. Thank you, Alcazalca. What's the least I could do? I trust you can seal away the worst stricken of the Nimians now? It is not that simple, I fear. The enchantment will fail without 3 keystones, 2 on the outside and another at the center. I like this grand skistone. Skistone? Skistone, yeah, you know, skiing. And the knowledge to locate it. While I search, pray focus on your studies. I have a suspicion that what trials await will try you sorely as a scholar. Why? And now we need to be level 52. Which we are, but you know. You know how I do this now. Right. Truth on a lan. Say the word Blackberry, Thanalan. Say the word Blackberry, Thanalan. Blackberry had a job, Thanalan. Right. Where is this at exactly? At the Goldsmith's Guild, right? At the boy who's, or like the man who thinks that we are stupid. But Ah, Lynn, your sense of timing is impeccable as ever. A pity your mind was never quite so reliable. But worry not, for the task I would have you perform shan't tax your limited intellect. It pertains to your mind, friend. Wittergeld. This scarce comes as any surprise, but my words of wisdom have struck a chord with the oaf. Having been made to realize that there is more to life than vengeance, he now expends his energies on more constructive pursuits, namely rebuilding his order, the Fist of Rhalgr. Indeed, he has been taking in pupils, and rumor has it he teaches with both charisma and zeal. Plainly, mine own brilliance as a tutor has rubbed off on him. And what is this task that I would have you do? Take more readings with my Isrometer, you are doubtless thinking. False. You of all people should know that I am finished with that research, and such a triumph it was. To be sure, I may have need of your talent for fieldwork again in the future. For now, however, I simply wish for you to go and see how Wittergeld fares. And lest you think that I worry about the fool, perish the thought. As a sister of the path, you will be worried about him, though it may not have occurred to you yet. And so I am taking the liberty of telling you what you must do to alleviate that worry. Wittergeld trains his pupils at Revenant's Toll. With that, you have all the information you need. Off you go then. So, Lynn, it has been a while, sister. What brings you here? So the professor sent you, but it matters not why you came. I am glad for your visit. Indeed, I have begun teaching. I desire to preserve our way, to impart our art to a new generation, though I myself still have much to learn. I have but few pupils now, but slowly their numbers grow. I will introduce them to you. 2 girls who show great promise. Perhaps you can assist in their training. Jensa Odshaka. What is it, Master Wittergeld? Has someone new joined? No, not a pupil, an old friend. My first and foremost. She has long surpassed me. Lynn is her name. Today you will train under her supervision. An excellent opportunity. Go to the usual place and make ready. I've always wanted to have a senior. See you in a bit, Lynn. Sansa, wait. Please excuse Sansa. She forgets herself sometimes, but she has a good heart. We shall be honorful for your watchful case, Lynn. Those 2 were abandoned by their parents. One day they came and begged me to teach them. They are very dedicated. Very quickly do they learn. Every day is fulfilling. But come, let us go to the training ground. Meet me southwest of Revenant's Toll. We have no dedicated place for training, no halls of our own. My pupils train wherever they can. First, I would have you demonstrate your abilities to Zenza. She awaits you to the northeast. I've been waiting for you. Master thinks very highly of you, so you'd better not disappoint. Punch that snake! I have had it with the snake! Anyway. Whoa, you really are strong. And then I was feeling good about myself. Well, it's a big old place, isn't it? So you're going to demonstrate for Chaka next? She's going to be so impressed. We've been together all our lives, in case you're wondering. We can read each other's thoughts as though they were our own. Come on, I'll take you to her. She should be right over to the south. Yeah! I love hiccups. I've eagerly waited your coming, Mr. Selin. Sensa tells me that I am in for a treat, and that I mustn't so much as bat an eyelid. My heart races in anticipation of your demonstration. My heart races in anticipation of your demonstration. I like that. Please begin whenever you're ready. Lightning sprites. It's Grace Lightning! Punch! You're every bit as amazing as Ensa claimed you would be. Even though Master said so himself, I didn't believe that anyone could be stronger than him. See? You impressed the britches off of her, just like I said you would. Oh, Sensa, I've never been so excited. I wish to learn everything Mr. Thin knows. Everything. Me too, Chaka. With her help, we're bound to become stronger than we'd ever dared hope. Growing up on our own, Sensa and I suffered much because we were weak and couldn't protect ourselves. And so we swore to one another that we would become strong. If we could be as strong as you, there would be naught we need to fear. So, I've been wondering about the applications of 4-point Fury. Who are you? What do you want? That was Master Widowgill. Who? Why? I have it turned off! It's off! I hate that. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be right back. There we go. Discord has been disabled. God dang it. You have not come to harm? We're fine, Master. 'Tis you we were worried about. What happened? Strangers came. They attacked without warning. The techniques they used were the same as ours. Same as ours? You mean to say they were monks? But I thought there were no others besides ourselves. I alone survived the massacre at the temple. There should be no sensation. A new power swells within me, as though a new chakra is opened. Yet it is unlike aught I have felt before. Chaka, this area was the site of some famous battle, wasn't it? Yes, it was, the Battle of Silver Tear Skies, which means that one's chakra can be opened here. Judging by Master's condition, however, I am inclined to think that something else was the cause. Let us return to a Revenant's Toll. I must rest. I find it interesting that I'm basically wearing his gear. Right now. Which I didn't even know that was a Heavensward. I think it's probably the artifact armor for Heavensward. If I had to hazard a guess. I guess we'll see once we finish it. I'm feeling better. The pain has subsided. They came shortly after you left, masked men who fight as we do. They were monks, of this I am certain. They outnumbered me. I held them off, but a sudden pain racked my body. As though I was pierced through, I fell to my knees. When next I was aware, my assailants were gone, most likely fled when they heard you were coming. The sensation I felt, it is not unlike a chakra opening, but neither is it the 7th chakra. If it isn't the 7th chakra, then what could it possibly be? I know not. I must ask someone more learned than me. Professor Eric, he is versed in the history of our order. Perhaps he can find more information. Zenza Ochaka, return to your training. Then this may be a new source of power. If so, I would share its secrets with you. If I learn something, I will let you know. Time for a dragoon. A Durgan. Hi, I'm a Durgan. Fly on your beautiful little pony. No, it's not that small. On your beautiful legendary horse. I'm just listening to these shiny noises constantly. Then, I am pleased to see that you are in control of the dragon within. Nonetheless, I must remind you to remain vigilant at all times. It takes but a moment of weakness for the eye to make you its thrall. Now forgive me this abrupt change in subject, but we have urgent need of your lands. Some days ago, a horde of dragons began wreaking bloody havoc within Ishgardian territory, and a later regiment of dragoons has been dispatched to deal with this threat. Alas, though they fight bravely, they are sorely outnumbered and are struggling to gain the upper hand. Indeed, but moments before you arrived, we received a request for reinforcement from a unit engaged in battle north and west of Whiterun. A fellow dragoon and I will go to their aid, and we should be grateful for your presence. Pray go on ahead, we shall follow anon. Christmas! Only a certain amount of months until next Christmas, boys. Man, I am not a fan of this place. Central Curses is always such a pain. Because you can't fly over the nail. And the fact that there's only one Aetheroid. Oh well. Weave a miraculous illusion of seasonal whimsy. Has no effect in battle, yeah. Would be funny if it like confused enemies or something. At least the place looks good. Right. You sons a hostile presence. There we go. Look at them all wielding the gay bog. I owe you my life. That beast would have torn me limb from limb. Yeah, I don't know if it's male or female in that suit, so that's why I'm... Actually, wait, female have the horse, yeah, that's right. Well, answers were not needed, it would seem, such as the might of the Azure Dragoon. You have not pledged you have not pledged allegiance to Ishgard, yet you came to our aid nonetheless. For that we are grateful. Their deaths thus avenged, our comrades may go to their rest in peace. My lady, I shall attend to the fallen. 'Tis an honor to see you again, my friend, though it appears I am not remembered. I suspect the armor is to blame. Permit me to introduce myself anew. I am Hostian of the Order of the Knights Dragoon, and I had the pleasure of assisting in your training. As we approached, Sir Elberic and I bore witness to the final moments of the battle. I could not help but notice that, though you may have been instructed in our ways, there was something distinct about the manner in which you fought. I believe I know the reason why. As an adventurer, you have done battles with foes the realm over. Through these many encounters, your techniques have evolved to produce a style that sets you apart from we who fight dragons exclusively. Such insights you must possess. If I may speak frankly, I wish to train under you. Will you accept me as your pupil? You see, a fearsome dragon has been terrorizing Curses of late. Growly is its name. Growly. And I have been charged with leading a mission to slay it. Though I am second in command in the order, I am not confident of my chances against the creature. Such is its ferocity and cunning. If I am to triumph over Growly, I must needs grow strong, and I believe I can, under your tutelage. What say you? Will you consent to training me? As we teach, so too do we learn. This I know from experience. I wholeheartedly urge you to accept Hostian as your pupil. You need not give me an answer right this moment. Think on it and let Sir Alberic know your decision. Till we meet again. He's dead. Do I really have to go all the way back there? Okay. Yay! Woohoo! If only there were Aetherytes everywhere. I still have this armor that I need to go and sell. Keep forgetting. Have you made your decision then? Would you agree to teach Hostian? I'm grateful. I swear I will not disappoint you. With your guidance, I shall put an end to Growly's reign of terror. For now, I would like nothing more than to begin my training at once, but duty calls. For the time being, I shall endeavor to emulate the deadly lancework I witnessed you employing earlier. Hostian is among our very best in recent generations. If you are to train one of her caliber, you yourself must rise to new heights of mastery. Resume your own training, and return hither when you are satisfied with your progress. Whoa! Right. Next up, it's time for Ninja. Look at us going to all of those ARR places again. I like how I say that, although I've been doing nothing but ARR. I've done a little bit of Heavensward though. A tiny amount. Let's... Yakubu. My boy! So, Lynn, you are welcome. You are welcome. Why? Anyway, I can tell your devotion to your art has been absolute, and I sense that greater power awaits you. But I have no new ninjutsu to teach. Now, you alone can awaken to the power inside you. But if you do, our art will be in the very beating of your heart. I learned much and more whilst I was a shinobi of Doma. I'm happy you would find your own way, if your blade served the master. Such thoughts will have to wait, however. Not minutes before you came to the door, I received this missive from Jack. He bid me come to Limsa proper, with all due haste. Join me, Lynn. Your path here began at the Rogues Guild, and mayhap returning will spark something new within you. Back to Limsa the Menza. Down here. What's that down there? I just remembered that there's also crafting and gathering quests. But I will do those, I think, once again, like after the expansions. Like after the expansions? Yeah, after all the expansions. No, after I'm done with most of the other stuff in Heavensward. That's gonna be like one of the final things I do, just like before. Because that just requires like an entirely different way of doing things, I guess. Hey, yo, Captain Jack! Anyway, it has been too long. I never did thank you properly for obtaining the ancestral garb of Shinobi. Oh dear, I was wondering where you, when you showed up and you've been brought Lynn. How are you keeping, lass? Bene, bene. Now, I need a with Boro. There's a thief on the loose in the Nosh who's fast. Too fast to be a regular old crook. Or rook. Oh, man. I forgot that this guild is hell to read in general. You have my sympathies for your problem. Of course, but why summon me? Well, as I was told, the one doing the Cloyton ain't from Eorzea. Came from the Far East, judging by the garb. Oh, very strange. The journey is too long to be undertaken lightly. I wonder what drove them here. Who knows, but there's the rum thing. This cove's a ninja, by all accounts. A ninja? It is uncanny how much your thief sounds like me, Jack. Why, if I did not know better, I would say I was your culprit. No, so get your daddles where I can see him. Couldn't help a bit amusing there. Or whatever. Of course I don't actually suspect you. Truthfully, I just wanted to see if you knew anything that could help me with the case. That would be taken in by so obvious a ruse. Well, if the thief is a shinobi of Doman origin, then I might know him. Would you allow me and Lynn to aid your investigation? With pleasure. Things will go a good bit smoother with a couple dimber-dambers like you on board. Why don't we go and see what the victim's got to say about our rook, eh? Mulfak Alpha is the cove we want. And we'll find him over at Summerford Farms. Been a goodly while since I last up to get in, and I'm looking forward to having you along. Simultaneous nod. Oh shit. Wow, shit. And who, pray tell, are you? Yes, you, and that gloomy-looking fellow there. Are these your people, Jack? Can they handle this matter with the guild's customary sensitivity? Oh, I reckon so. Then here is one of the guild's newer lasses, and your gloomy-looking cove is, a cult just joined up, so to speak. In that case, bring back my orb. It's one of a kind, and they stole it from me, two nasty thieves with a Far Eastern look on them. And after I spent a bloody fortune on it. The nerve of those two falling upon me just as I was on my way here. The fiends ran to the northwest, twice as fast as my men could. I went and found and clapped in irons, damn it. Well, we best get after them then. If they are foreigners, they won't know the lay of the land. Might as well we can use that against them and catch up before they hop the twig. No need to be shy if it comes to blade work, but don't mill them either. We need to figure out why the rooks are clawing. Why the rooks are clawing from honest folk. Right. I can't wait until I don't have to read Jack's dialogue anymore. For a little bit. Surveying. 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 Survey. Survey. Sorry. Right, to the northwest. Oh. A tiny mandragora. Really, now we're gonna be doing this, huh? Looking around at the speed of sound. Got ninjas to follow and get an orb back. Flying around on my beautiful sheep. We are just gonna keep looking for footprints of these thieves. And then get ourselves another orb back. Alright, enough of that. Yeah, I remember this place. I remember this place being annoying because of freaking fishing. Is this like Lynn's twin sister from the beginning of the game? Well, you're Dimber Mort, make no mistake. But so why is it you've taken to Cloyne? No, never a tender wit for Jack, is there? No, it's always a stabber. Yes, that's her, the thief. Ha! I knew taking this to the guild was the right choice. Sadly, this means our relationship isn't at an end. It would be inconvenient if you were to learn of how I came by the orb, sellsword. Your skills are required. Or sellsword? Your skills are required, whatever. Oh, it'd be my pleasure. Jack's one to be reckoned with, but not when he's got two fledglings at his side. We trust he tried and will do right for him, or go for it, whatever. I can't read. Well, them's choice fit wits from a double-crossing bastard. Neither are you mind to being called fledgents. Not in the least. It will be all the sweeter to make him eat those words. And he is a more fitting foe than some silent maiden. Lost to run rage all you want. You won't be going gently into the night. Well, we did you wrong, Madame Mort, since we owe an apology. You have my thanks. But I didn't need your aid for such brutes as these. Your bow. Or your bow. I hate that. I hate the fact that bow and bow are the identical word. Then it is true. You are from the Far East. Have we met by any chance? You seem familiar. It's almost as if she looks like Lynn. Oh, another cutscene. Your accent marks your shinobi. Akagi, explain the situation. Or who is? I have no idea who's talking right now. Oh, you were the lot who were chasing us. Scary being chased, but, right. Why we're here. This is Yatsurugi no Yuki. If I understand your customs, you'd call her Princess Yuki of the Yatsurugi clan. She's left her lands to search for her family's treasures. They were stolen by bandits, you see. The Yasuguri clan! You are very far from your domain, princess. Tell me, why make the journey? I have no time to talk, not while the identity of the bandits still eludes me. You need only know that I have taken back 3 of the stolen treasures, and I will leave when the other 2 are mine. Very well. Your reasons are yours to keep, but I cannot leave you without a sworn dagger, princess. And I know just the person to do it. Lynn, will you not aid Princess Yuki's mission as her shinobi? As you know, we are blades, and missions are as whetstones to us. Through duty and service, we sharpen our skills and our minds. This is the next step on your path. Princess is a stranger here. She can trust no one save you. Your mission is to guard her with your life, and return her safely to her people. What say you? You think me naive enough to trust Shinobi? When Doma fell, we saw your daggers in its back. Come, Akagi, leave the traitors. Been like that ever since we got here. Why she'll barely let me pack her bloody clothes. I understand why she refuses my help when it comes to fighting, I suppose. I'm no warrior. But she does have her limits. Everyone does. Pauper or princess. So I'd appreciate it if you'd lend me a hand keeping her, well, alive. Of course, my friend. If her life is in danger, send word here. Lynn and I will answer. I'm much obliged. You've no idea... Nah, but I'd best go. She'll have my head if she catches me chatting. I'll be in touch. Pardon back, Far Eastern baubles was bitten, eh? We'll need to whittle more from that dastardly dough, I expect. The guild will tip a daddle to track down the bandits that collect the treasures. Thank you, Jack. When you have something, you know where to find us. Shall we then? Back to the dock storehouse. Our house. In the middle of the street. Our house. Wow. There we go. You may enter. What's that? I'd heard of Yuki Yatsurugi before, the pride of her clan, puissant princess of the Far East. If even a tenth of the rumors are true, she has reason to deny her right. There we go. But somehow you must earn her trust. Someday her life may depend upon it. The path ahead of you is long. Your resolve cannot falter. I will help you where I can, but from this day forth you must devote your entire being to protecting Princess Yuki. Wahey! Right. Next up, it's time to be a bard again. Bum, 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 bum. This music is fun. Ah, my dear Lynn, precisely the woman I wish to see. You will know that I have been training the members of the God's Quiver. Well, the experience has proven most insightful. By taking a keen interest in the development of the young generation, I feel that my songs have gained in power, and yours could too, my friend. If you have a mind to rise to new heights within our art, I invite you to come to Quiver's Hold. There's an individual to whom I would introduce you. No. That was wrong. Allow me to introduce you to Sanson, a captain of the Order of the Twin Adder. He is a skilled lancer and a fervent believer in the power of song. As a matter of fact, he now seeks to establish a new unit which incorporates bards. It's an honor to finally meet you, Lynn. Jahantel often speaks of you and highly. And as you have heard, I seek to establish a new unit. It is my belief that bards would give our forces a tactical advantage. To that end, I went to the God's Quiver to request our cooperation. Alas, they were not receptive to my proposal. Many yet remain skeptical of the power of song, and would sooner spend their time bending the bow than plucking the harp. But I was not deterred. I scoured ancient tomes and reached out to the Mughals to find decisive proof of a bard's worth in battle, and I am pleased to say that my efforts have finally yielded fruit. There exists a legendary song that is said to bring a battle to an immediate conclusion. The Ballad of Oblivion is called, and on the condition that I find it, I shall convince the leaders of the God's Quiver that mine is a worthwhile cause. Speaking of which, the meeting is about to start. I take my leave of you. And after that, giving us a chance to bring up our own business. Actually, why don't we join Sanson in the meeting? As it pertains to bards, I doubt our presence would be taken amiss. Come, let us go to the seat of the first bow. You may enter. I may? But it's April right now. Is that one of the dumbest jokes I've ever made? Maybe. The meeting isn't faring well, I'm afraid. The God's Quiver are disinclined to cooperate. Once you bear witness to the ballad's power, you will change your mind. I'm certain of it. I must allow such a decisive way to end the battle does pique my interest. My investigation has revealed that the song originates from the western reaches of Kurthus. It is my intent to journey there and find it. As a matter of fact, I have already submitted papers to the God's Quiver, requesting a bard to accompany me on this expedition. Rest assured, we have already handpicked one for you. Not that there were many to choose from, mind you. Jahantel has scarcely commenced his lessons, after all. Now, with times as they are, every man of us is precious. Therefore, before we commit one of ours to your cause, I would test your fitness to undertake this expedition. What would you have me do? Demonstrate your martial prowess, simple as that. Enraged treants have been plaguing travelers in Tosswood. I would have you and your companion to deal with them. Lest you worry, we've assigned you someone capable. I shall have him join you presently at Amaritzo's spire, near to where said treants lurk. Good fortune to you, Captain. With that, we are come to our part in this play, or in this, Mylin. I'm losing my mind. 'Tis my desire that you accompany Sanson on his expedition. I request this of you because I know no finer bard. Furthermore, I believe that you will gain something from this experience. But first, there is the matter of the trial. I find myself dubious as to whether the Godscripper actually means to lend Sanson a bard. Pray aid him in dispatching the treansmen. The creatures are fearsome foes. I would be heartened for your assistance. I shall go on ahead to Amarissa's spire. Pray join me there at your earliest convenience. Brow. Brow. I was caught unawares, but be careful. Oh no! There we go. Of all the cheeky buggers. Oh wait, no, wait. He reminds me of somebody else then, okay. The famous in the dare, I take it? This is somebody else then. I was thinking of somebody else. You're not half bad, sister. Not half bad? Lynn is a prodigy. I'll have you know. That's why I gave her the charm, Koopa. Gidalots, what is the meaning of this interference? They were in the midst of a trial, for God's sake. Don't have a fit, old man. It isn't good for your heart. Besides, I wouldn't call it interference, seeing as I'm part of this merry band. It's true, Koopa. I was present when he received his orders, and I was also present when he said, "What a bloody bother. I hope they botched the trial." Aye, well, I did say those words. I'll not deny it. But seeing Lynn in action has changed my mind. I'm Gidalot of the Gold Bulls. I don't care for fame and fortune, and I couldn't give two farts about this dirge of death-like doomness you're after. I do, however, have an interest in song. I can't pass over the chance to travel with an exceptional bard like yourself, and I promise you won't be poorer for my fine company. Well, things have certainly taken an interesting turn. Know that Gidalot is among my most promising students. I can vouch for his ability. Ability, aye, but not us. I know about you, Gidalot the Spent. Your reputation as a troublemaker precedes you. You treat authority with contempt, shirk duty at every turn, and make a general nuisance of yourself. That they sent the likes of you means that they want me to fail. My hopes of finding the Ball of Oblivion, all up in smoke. Say it straight to my face, will you? Jantel, do we really have to travel with this pompous prat? Lynn and I alone will do just fine. We don't need anyone else. Without me, you say? Who do you think is the driving force behind the expedition? I suppose beggars can be choosers. Lynn, I must return to Coover's Hold with word of the trial's success. Please join me there. Gidalot may have his failings, but he is not a bad fellow. Truth be told, I had intended to introduce him to you as well. To that end, I asked Puknopoki to send him out, only to have him appear as our quiverman. Fate works in strange ways, does it not? A pity he and Sanson do not see eye to eye. Their personalities are simply too far apart, and the gulf will not be easily bridged. Though it will be a burden upon you, in watching over these two disparate souls, doubt not that you will grow as a bard. But come, let us hurry back to Gridania. It is too early still to leave those two unchaperoned. Back to the Quiver's Hold. We have done as bade and killed the enraged treants. I trust you have no objections to the expedition? None whatsoever, nor do I have any doubt that dear Lord shall be of great help to you. I shall look forward to good tidings in the days to come. Of great help indeed. At any rate, it is now official. We may proceed with the expedition. Let us depart for the Holy See at once. Lest you wonder, I have already secured this passage into Ishgardian territory. And remember, we have a golden chance to raise the standing of bards within our nation. Let us succeed in our mission and find the Ballad of Oblivion. And he's stiffer, and he's like to snap in half. It'll be a grueling journey, but so long as you work together, you're bound to succeed, Kippa. So it is to Ishgard then. Safe travels, my friends. I shall await your return. I used the wrong voice. All the while, looking forward to hearing such songs as are born of your experience. Man, to be fast, Jesus. To Ishgard. They came. Sanson. First, I shall make inquiries here in Ishgard. As for you, Lyn, pray rest and recover your strength. You will likely have need of it on the road. God damn it, man. Here we are in a new place when it hasn't been opened to visitors for over a decade, and you've gotten your nose buried in a bloody book. Take a moment to get a feel for the city, I say, and to that end, I'm off to a tavern to get a feel for the locals, the young and female sort. Bruh. Okay. A bard through and through, huh? Anyway, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this episode of this. I was playing Final Fantasy XIV. At next episode, we are going to go and do even more job quests. We're still to do Machinist, Black Mage, and Summoner. And then we can truly begin Heavensward. Goodbye.